Proceed with caution. Proceed with caution when you're looking to purchase a new construction property. So I've had conversations recently with a couple of clients that I was not able to win their mortgage opportunity. And what their frustration was that their mortgage payment has increased $250 and $300 within a year. So one of the things when you go with a new construction company, they offer you a ton of incentives. And by offering you a ton of incentives, they control who you operate with, who you work with. I've seen where some companies don't even offer a commission or compensation offer very little compensation to the realtor that you choose to work with. So then you kind of like, well, I'll go with the site person because I can get a better deal. If you work with the agent on site, you're also working with the builder's lender. Typically, the builder refers the attorney. You're working with the on-site person. You don't have any type of representation on your own. And when you're going in, you don't know exactly what you're doing. All you know is that this particular builder or company is going to offer me, a 4.99% interest rate, and they're going to pay for all of my closing costs. Well, what you need to ask yourself is, how long is that 4.99 interest rate good for? Is it permanent for the 30-year note of your mortgage, or is it for a 2-year period of time because they're doing a 2-1 buy down? Those are questions you need to ask. I am a proponent of you having your own representation. I'm a proponent of you having your own realtor to represent you in the transaction, but not just a basic realtor who wants to get the compensation. You need to have a real estate agent who is there to work on your behalf to make sure that you get the best possible deal for yourself. Are you in the process of purchasing a home or wanting to purchase a home, and it's a lot of information and you need somewhere to keep your notes? Well, I've put together a Homebuyers Journal to help you journal your journey to home ownership. By using this journal right here, it allows for you to take notes on your budget, what needs to be paid, things that you need to take care of in your credit. It also has budget worksheets, notes inside, as well as it allows for you to take notes on when you're selecting your real estate agent, your lender, and the different homes you're going to view. And at the end of the process, it allows for you to have a safe place to put the number to your HOA, when the roof was replaced, who the utility companies are, and their phone numbers. For $19.99, this could be yours. The link will be below so you can purchase it. Act fast, they won't last long. Earlier in the video, I was saying I was having a conversation with the homeowners, and they were stating that, hey, my payment has increased. It increased because their taxes increased. Their property taxes increased. One lady told me that they increased $3,000 in 1 year. So typically what happens is on new construction, when you get your payment, your taxes are based off what the builder paid for typically the land. And then that next year, when the taxes are reassessed, you get a huge spike in your taxes because you're really being taxed on what you should have been taxed on in the beginning, if that makes sense. So let's take a $3,000 increase in taxes. You divide that up by 12 months. That is a $250 a month payment increase, which is a payment shocker. Let's say you're also doing a 2-1 buy down, and that following year your interest rate goes from, let's say, 4.99% to 5.99%. That's an additional maybe $250 a month. So now your mortgage payment has gone up $500 in 1 year, and you're wondering what happened. Well, you're already probably somewhere near your max of what you're willing to or can afford to purchase on a home or willing to pay on a payment. So that $500 increase seems to be very significant, especially when you've never lived in a home, so you didn't have any idea of what the expenses are for the water, the sewer, the trash, the utilities, any other kind of maintenance things that you do in the house, home security system, lawn maintenance, even though it's new construction, things that you may have to fix. So like all of those costs added in creates less and less money for you, and you add on a $500 bill on top of that, and now you're wondering, oh my gosh, should I have even purchased this home? I've been having conversations with people lately who feel like they should have not purchased a home, or they were ill prepared for purchasing a home. So, that's the new construction side, right? That's where, hey, I don't have any representation, or I do have representation, and everybody, including themselves as a consumer, because the consumer is still guilty as well of thinking about, oh, I've got this low payment, this low interest rate, and I don't have to hardly bring any money to closing. That's what they're focusing on. What I would be focusing on as a consumer is, okay, how long is this rate good for? How am I being taxed? So if you're looking to buy new construction, even if you have a real estate professional, even if you're able to use their lender or your own lender, you want to make sure that you follow these steps. You want to see, what am I being taxed on? Am I being taxed on the builder's purchase of the land, so their taxes, or am I being billed on the actual tax bill based off of the house, the assessment of the house? That's going to be key, because that could be the difference between your payment being one thing one year and it skyrocketing to $200-300 extra dollars a month of mortgage payment. So that's something to take in consideration. You also want to make sure, hey, how long is my rate locked in? Is my rate locked in for 30 years? Is it locked in for 2 years? Is it a 2-1 buy down? Make sure you get a good explanation of what your rate is locked in at. And also, you want to make sure the homeowners association, at which people forget about. New construction bills typically have homeowners association, and they are typically owned by the builder until they get a certain amount of units, or the construction of the subdivision is done. Find out how much a month your homeowners association fee is, and also find out what is covered in that homeowners association. Is there a pool in the community? Is there a clubhouse? Is there common area maintenance fees? Like, see what's all included in there. If you're buying a single family home, does that take care of, the roads and snow removal? If you're in an area that has snow removal, does it take care of landscaping, planting flowers, planting trees in the community? Does it take care of all of those things? Also, you want to make sure that you understand, hey, what's the likelihood of HOA fees going up once the builder no longer has control of it and it goes into a homeowner association where people govern it, the residents govern it? Now, that part is kind of hard for you to figure out, hey, is this going to happen? How is that going to happen? But you want to learn as much about the community, from not just looking at a standpoint as of now, but looking at it in the future to assess, hey, my HOA dues are going to increase because they're putting out 30 more houses, and they're also going to add an additional pool, or that means more road frontage. So you want to make sure you understand what's going on in your HOA fee. So what I would say is, when you're purchasing new construction and you're on the financing piece, the keys, the top things I think you should do, you definitely should have representation from your own real estate agent. You're not getting a better deal because you don't have realtor representation. If you don't have a realtor representing you when you go into the new construction site, all that means is more profit for the builder. When you go in, even if you went without your real estate agent, but you have an idea that you're working with one or who you want to work with, put their name on the paper when they ask you to sign. The next thing you want to make sure is, can I bring my own lender? Do I still get the incentives when I work my own lender? And can I also pick my own attorney's office? A lot of times, and I didn't touch on this much in the video, at all in the video, but a lot of times they want you to use their attorney's office, but there's no benefit to you for using their attorney's office. You don't save any additional funds. So like I said earlier, when you go into these subdivisions, you're represented by all of their people. You have no representation. So I would fight as much as I can to get the representation that I need, because I've also had stories where the borrowers came back to me, even though I didn't do the financing, and they were like, hey, I didn't have any representation. No one told me this. I didn't know that. And then there's plenty of videos online where people just did not know anything about, their payments increasing, taxes and insurance. So I just want you to be prepared when you're going into a new construction subdivision. I know I kind of ran it a little bit, went on in this video, but I want to make sure I hit some high points in this video on you and new construction. If you have any questions pertaining to what we discussed in this video, or you would like to learn more, click the link below to get on a 30-minute Zoom call with me, free of charge, to discuss how you can become a homeowner. I'm Kevin Jefferson, the People's Lender. Have a great day. Are you in the process of purchasing a home or wanting to purchase a home, and it's a lot of information and you need somewhere to keep your notes? Well, I've put together a home buyer's journal to help you journal your journey to home ownership. By using this journal right here, it allows for you to take notes on your budget, what needs to be paid, things that you need to take care of in your credit. It also has budget worksheets, notes inside, as well as it allows for you to take notes on when you're selecting your real estate agent, your lender, and the different homes you're going to view. And at the end of the process, it allows for you to have a safe place to put the number to your HOA, when the roof was replaced, who the utility companies are, and their phone numbers. For $19.99, this could be yours. The link will be below so you can purchase it. Act fast, they won't last long.